Welcome to Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
And make even dumber drawings.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Goku.
I'm Bulma.
Well, you heard it here. I'm joined by Goku and Bulma on this one.
Bulma, you sound sick. Are you okay?
I'm stuck in a capsule.
That was bound to happen eventually. You keep messing with those capsules.
Too much capsule corp.
Too much capsule corp. It's news
I
day.
age.
Did you just say I age?
Yeah, this is old. This is Grandma Bulma.
I age too. You're not special. It's news day, y'all.
It's news day. I'm actually Nathan, but I said I was Goku because...
because today we're doing Gokus. We've drawn some Gokus.
Oops, all Gokus.
Oops, all Gokus. We've drawn them in different styles, and we're gonna take this time to present our beautiful Gokus to one another for judgment. And the best Gokus will go on to the next round of Gokus.
America's Next Top Goku.
America's Next Top Goku. Only one will make it to the top. No, we just wanted to take some extra time, have some fun with our drawings. So we got some speed draws here, and we're going to play them for each other and talk about our process a little bit.
Oh, boy.
Nathan, do you want to go first?
I'll go first. I usually go first, so I'll go first.
Let's same
Okay.
order.
Yeah, what style did you do, Nathan?
I did an attempt
Okay.
to do a Don Bluth Goku.
Oh, Don Bluth.
We're all attempting. We're all trying our best.
Yeah, like I said in the last one, I wanted to try and increase the challenge level on each of these, and this one was challenging for me, I will say.
Well, that's good. That means you're flexing those art muscles.
You can decide whether I was successful or not, whether this is Bluthy enough, but I'm gonna kick it off.
For those who might not know, before you start, who's Don Bluth?
Don Bluth? You remember the movies? Those movies that they weren't Disney movies?
Yeah.
They occupy an interesting brain space of, was that even real?
Yeah, because it wasn't Disney.
It was not Disney.
Anastasia?
Anastasia, Rock-a-Doodle, The Land Before Time. Movies for children that were like at once both darker and hornier than
Yes,
Disney movies.
They were all dark and horny, and they all scared me when I was a kid.
Lots of real horny energy. I don't think I got the horny energy in this. You'll see. Let's start it.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to count you off.
Goku doesn't know what horny is anyway.
Yeah.
He does not. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I actually did a couple practice versions
Okay.
of this.
Sure.
Oh, so squat.
It's a good pose
Is this
already.
a young Goku?
I ended up going with a young Goku. I had
Okay.
also attempted to do an adult Goku, but I thought the young Goku would be more fun to do.
Kind of capture more of the energy you were looking for.
Yeah. And I just wanted to put him on his little cloud.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And yeah, it's
Ooh, look at the turn on the eyes. That's good.
yeah, I'm trying to get it's mostly in the face. You'll see. You'll see.
You'll
see.
It's just super lumpy. I just wanted to talk about Don Bluth more.
That's fair.
Because those movies, man, they really affected me. We're Back, that's another one.
Oh, yeah, I remember We're Back.
Just everything about those movies, it's like Disney, but where Disney uses movement to be sort of helpful to storytelling. They're very efficient with the way the characters move. Bluth's characters are just sort of constantly moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he do Thumbelina?
Yeah.
God, I hate Thumbelina.
Yeah.
But I think you really nailed it when you said it's the kind of movies where you go, is that Disney?
Yeah,
No,
'cause
it's not
like,
Disney.
You kind of have a
It's-
vague memory.
Yeah, you think it's Disney. You remember watching it as a kid. Because every movie Nathan has listed, I've been like, oh, no, you're right. That wasn't Disney. And it did have a weird bounciness to it. And
Yeah.
flow. It's almost like rotoscoped.
Yeah, it felt, I don't know, there's just something, there's like a weird sick feeling you get when you watch them, and I love it.
Yeah,
This is an homage, and yeah, I wanted to sort of try and see if I could translate this anime hair into those sort of like soft, touchable.
Yeah, he's given me the prince from Thumbelina vibes a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, and that's the thing is anything that's sort of weird and off about this, that's just a that's just a Bluth. It was a safer choice than trying to go full Disney with
Yeah.
it, because the kids' faces are like weird and inscrutable in terms of like how old they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little Peter Pan-y. Like, you don't know how long this person's been a child, but it
Yeah.
seems like too long.
And it feels like I'm sort of thinking, I'm imagining a universe where Don Bluth got the rights to Dragon Ball and made like a Dragon Ball
What a world.
straight to VHS movie.
Yeah.
And this is sort of the way he designs Goku for that movie.
I love what you did with the hair.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I think
It's
you've
so good.
managed to find a way to make that function, and that's probably one of the biggest challenges.
Yeah, I was very proud of myself with the hair, and then you're going to see me just struggle so hard to figure out how to have him holding his little staff. Because I really wanted him to be holding it horizontal for sort of composition reasons, and
Yeah.
I couldn't get the hand right.
Yeah. Do you mean vertical?
Well,
You start vertical.
I start vertical, and then I was like that's pretty good, but
Yeah.
I want to try.
But what if I spent all my time?
Yeah. So here's one version, and that's actually not bad.
That's pretty good.
And then I don't know, I just overwork it.
Nathan, I think you're going to find some really fun similarities in your drawing and mine, namely in just fucking around with a hand holding a staff for way too long. Because I also do that.
You did a staff.
I did a staff as well.
Yeah. It's just never gonna happen. Spoiler alert, it's not gonna happen.
You just see that it very quickly just goes into a pocket that suddenly exists in his pants pocket.
It ends up so close to how I have it originally that like all of this is like
You were trying to grow, you know? You gotta test out some stuff.
I was trying some stuff.
And then sometimes it just doesn't work and you gotta go back to what you know, and that's fine.
I
That's
think
art.
that first one you did with the horizontal staff
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where, you just get in your
I
head
was
about
too close. I was too close to the situation.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, here's what I end up going with.
But this also works.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's just a lot of time spent doing this.
You definitely, I think it's good for also, when people watch these, they
To
like to
know,
see us like struggle for a really long time to do something and then just give up on it entirely.
That's what you want. That's what
That's-
you want to see.
That's part of the artistic process. Like, there's no artist that doesn't do that.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you have like a beautiful day where everything goes your way, and then
Yeah.
sometimes
Sometimes you're like, what are faces even?
What even are faces?
Yeah.
How does the head sit on a neck, and where's the neck sit from the head? Why does everything look so janky?
I think of all of the aspects of this drawing, I'm the happiest with how the face turned out.
yeah, the face and the hair,
Like, because
the
that's
whole head
You
is
nailed it.
great.
that's sort of where you get the stylistic things. I was trying to find examples of how he draws kids' bodies, and I went with like a fivel.
Right, yeah.
I sort of used the fivel.
Oh, look at those round teeth.
Yeah, I love the teeth are perfect.
You really nailed like the certain aspects that make this a Don Bluth style.
Thank you. Aw,
The
you
round
guys.
teeth, the weird chipmunk like cheeks.
Yeah, they're
know?
so. I feel like I could have squeezed them out even more, or just really puffed them up, even more than I did. But we're having fun.
Yeah, and it's all part of like this process.
It's all part of the Goku.
And I think the process is good to see.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you don't want it to just be super good the entire time. You want to see us struggle.
Yeah.
You want to see us get frustrated.
Because then it's okay.
Then it's okay.
And
it
boy,
is
do we get frustrated.
it is okay.
Doing new styles is hard.
You got a real nice like 3-dimensional feel to this too.
Yes.
There's like good weight and like shape to the body parts, the legs especially.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Good job of adapting Kid Goku's just real stock ass bod.
Yeah, oh, it's so hard to not do Toriyama
I
when you're
know.
looking, because I had some Gokus up as reference. And I was just like, fuck, I just want to draw. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a perfect character design.
You'll see me struggle with that as well. I start off going real Toriyama, and then I gotta,
You gotta scale it back.
pull
You know what?
pull it back.
You know what my cheat was? My reference was a figurine.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's smart.
I used a figurine because then
you're not beholden to that that good art
because
style.
if I look at one art style while trying to be another art style, I'm just gonna sink.
Yeah. Well, also, if you were doing like adult Goku, there's less essential Toriyama-ness in the like late Z
That's true.
designs. They're a lot more anime, like
That's
normal
very true.
anime style. Like the old Goku is so Toriyama, the kid one.
Like he draws people how he drew his cars, which are just like this real like nonsensical like squat, thick things.
It just
like
you just want to like take a little bite out of them. They all look like little dumplings.
Yeah, everything's a little stocky potato, and you just want to
eat it.
Just want to eat it up. It's delicious.
Nathan, this is so good.
Oh,
I'm so
thank you.
impressed.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't sure like how much to work it like at this point because there's minimal shading in animation because it's hard to animate it, but I do like having some amount of shading. So I started using because Titan AE has some shading in it. So I tried to get some of that. I looked up again clouds. There's a scene in Fievel where he like falls into some soot, and so I used that as sort of a reference.
Yeah, it also looks like like promo art amount of shading.
Yeah,
where they zhuzh it up a bit, not too much.
And then I was like, so here's where I'm like, okay, what else should I do? So I do the shading. What I do is I block it in with sort of solid shapes, and then I blur it. To get that sort of soft.
Does get that vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then
look at you.
And then I think I was like, I missed a few spots, so then I just went in with a soft brush and.
Man, I really want to watch Anastasia now.
Yeah, and then I just sort of do some little adjustments, and then one other thing that we do, I notice in a lot of animation is they use colored strokes on certain bits to give them sort of a softer feel.
Yeah,
so
totally.
I went in and did that, and I think that's about it. Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, great work. I feel
Man,
like you definitely got that feel. The face really is spot on.
Yeah, the nose. Like I just.
There
Good
you have
job.
it. That's my Bluth. That's my
Don Bluth's Goku.
Don Bluth's Goku. Coming straight to VHS. Catch it. It's probably gonna be sad.
Sad and horny.
It's gonna make you sad and horny as a kid, and you're not gonna know why.
You're not gonna know what to do with that.
Yeah.
Awesome
Amazing.
work, dude.
Thank you.
So good.
I love it.
Jacob's up next.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did mine in the style of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I really wanted to do Goku like as the Avatar.
Oh, that's
so
fun.
I put Goku in that world.
Oh, I love that.
It's not like he's drawn in the style of it, which he is, but he's really drawn like as if he were the Avatar.
It's a genre and style challenge.
Yeah, it's a genre and style shift.
Wow.
On this one, so I'll go ahead and count you off.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Full disclosure,
3, 2,
starting
1,
out.
Goku.
Goku.
Right.
Today was not a good art day for me. I was struggling in a major way. So you'll see a few failed attempts.
Oh, that's nice that you keep like you're being more honest than I am.
Yeah.
I usually like to do a couple failed attempts before I start screen recording for these.
Yeah, I wanted to show the entire process, like starting out before I was even warmed up. So
This is a tough angle.
I like this pose a lot. Though.
Yeah, I think it could have been fun, but I wasn't good enough today.
Tough.
I wasn't good enough today to do it.
There's a lot of angles going on there.
And as you can see, I was starting with the kind of chunky Kid Goku look.
Yeah.
Because I really just love that look. And then I was thinking of like, maybe
surfing.
He's surfing on like the glider.
Oh, I thought he was lounging.
No, not lounging. Then I got rid of all that because that wasn't working for me.
Straight chilling on the couch.
And also I wanted to make him more like an older teen, sort of like
that's fun.
Coming into his avatar-dom. This is my last attempt at a squanch one.
A squanch.
Yeah. And then I got rid of that real quick. I was like, nah, fuck it.
Because
Teen Doku.
A keen teen fighting machine Because there's kid Goku and adult Goku. There's no Goku the teen years.
There kind of is towards the end of the original Dragon Ball.
Oh,
you get a
okay.
bit of that.
You get a bit of that.
But I really wanted to like avatar him up.
Yeah.
So I'm starting with an Aang base here.
Yeah.
I'm getting some strong Aang vibes.
I
From this.
have a question from the people.
Yes.
Because I know this will be a question that pops up in the comments. Also, the fact that you haven't saved yet is stressing me out so much.
I wait a good while before I save.
Oh, you're stressing me out. Anyway, question from the people: how do you push through a bad art day when you got to get art done?
I think you've answered your own question. I had to get art done.
Yeah, we had to record today. I think we were all in a similar sort of boat today with this. Where, well, I guess Julia, you were mostly done with yours, but I remember earlier today I was talking with you and Jacob, and we were all just like, gotta get our Gokus done.
Yeah, we gotta get our Gokus. So I decided that there's a lot of similarities between Goku and Aang.
Yeah.
They're both like the last of a dead race of people.
Sure.
Like he thinks he's the last Saiyan. Aang is the last Airbender. So Goku would definitely be an Airbender. And also he's similar in the sense that he's like a happy-go-lucky doofus.
But he's super strong.
Who's super strong, and he also does attempt to avoid confrontation a lot of the time. The difference is that Aang tries to take a nonviolent approach always until he really, really can't. And Goku, like, will beat an ass.
Goku wants to see how strong someone
He'll
is.
beat an ass and then at the end be like, okay, well, we can stop. Like, I
Yeah.
don't have to, like, murder you. And they're like, no, you have to murder me. And he's like, all right. So I
These
went with
clothing
sort of
folds
the...
are really pleasant to look at, Jacob.
Yeah, I was going for, like, the sort of monk robe look, but with the sort of emblem
Yeah.
like he has. And I gave him the headband so it would give an excuse for his hair to be sort of pushed up and
That makes
messy.
sense. That's
And also
smart.
still showing the arrow tattoo.
Oh, very smart.
And I made him a little bit stronger than Aang. He's a little thicker,
Yeah.
a little stronger, a little
Kind
bit
of
older.
Kind of a Korra build, almost.
Yeah, sort of, but not even as broad as Korra.
No.
Not as strong as Korra.
Not as strong as Korra, but stronger than Aang.
but stronger than Aang.
Thicker than Aang.
And we've ended up with sort of just a standing posture because that was what I was capable of doing today.
Yeah.
Here's where I fuck around with his hand for like a full 30
we
minutes.
did the same thing.
Yep.
We
Yep.
really. This is good,
And
though.
it was good enough already, but I'm going to edit it a good few more times before it's done here. I'm
It's
going to get rid of that whole thing.
Thumbs are crazy. They never look like how you want them to, but that's just what they do.
Yep.
Fingers in general are weird. If you think about a hand too long, it stops being
Yeah.
like a hand and just starts being like a series of weird grabby tubes. And
Yeah.
you're just like, this is nothing. This is nothing. But it's just because you've been thinking about it so hard.
Jacob, you and I were so on the same wavelength today. It's incredible.
I end up making it work for me by having that hand going like backwards more
Yeah.
and then turning the hand more so you see
Yeah.
less of the finger and
you
thumb.
can, you
I like
can
it. It's more
hide
dynamic
it,
anyway.
Hide it behind some.
Yeah, I ended up happy with
foreshortening.
how it came up. Got the belt in there, of course.
Jacob, I really like the way you sketch things. I like this chunky brush.
Yeah, it helps me to not be so particular. There's the Nimbus cloud behind him because I figure he would still ride that because in the Avatar world, people can't really fly
No.
so much. And I'm about to get into the inking here, I believe. Oh, there's the Airbender,
Oh, smart.
the Air Temple logo.
I just left mine blank because I figured that's what Bluth would do.
Probably.
It's like we don't have time to animate this like symbol in every frame.
I like
Yeah.
this square brush.
Yeah, I wanted to use my sort of blocky one that doesn't have any line weight variation because a lot of animation cells use a brush with no variation.
Yeah, true.
I ended up going a little too thick on it, which is one of my weaknesses. I
You
tried
like a
to
chunky brush.
I tried to make it go like way thinner than I was comfortable with because that's in animation the lines are super thin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I thought it was the right weight, but then by the time I realized it should be thinner, it was too late. So I just kept going.
That's okay.
But that's art, you
Oh,
know?
it looks so clean.
Yeah, this is real clean.
Yeah, it does give a very clean, like animation cell type of look, which is what I was going for.
What brush is this? Did you say?
Big blocky brusher.
It's a custom brush that I edited one of Kyle Webster's blocky painter brushes,
oh.
and I took out all of the
Variation.
texture to it
Yeah.
and all the variation and just made it like it's literally a rectangle
Yeah.
that does not change size or opacity or anything. And I just
Cool.
really like it because then I can, no matter how far zoomed out or in I am, I don't have to adjust my pressure.
Yeah.
I can use a really light hand and I get the same line no matter what,
Nice.
which sometimes is what I want.
This looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
at
very
this
cool.
point I was much more in the mood. Like when it started coming together, I started feeling a lot better about it.
Yeah, sometimes in order to get out of the art zone, like the art rut, rather, you have to draw something that you're more comfortable with.
I just saved
Oh
there,
my
Julia,
god,
so
you finally saved
just
now?
You reached a point where you wanted to save.
Yep.
You're stressing me out. But sometimes in order to get out of the art rut, you just got to draw something fun and something that you enjoy and something you're more comfortable with. And then you can draw whatever after
Yeah,
that.
pretty
you know?
much.
Reset yourself.
This Goku's so chill.
Yeah, he is.
This is
Well,
so
like Aang.
Goku's got a chill vibe.
yeah.
Goku's not an intense dude until he has to do a murder.
Yeah. I love it.
I'm also realizing as I look at it now that the hand holding the staff, it does almost look like it's on backwards
Yeah,
the way I drew it,
a little bit.
which I didn't draw it backwards in my mind.
No, that's
If
just
that
like
makes sense.
there's the thumb and then there's that
There's
extra
the
sort
thumb
of
and the thing.
that
yeah,
bit
but
that like chunk at the
That
bottom.
looking at it
padding.
now, I probably would, if I were going to work on this more later, I would dive back in and make sure that was clearly
Yeah.
not on backwards. Yeah, so then at this point the line work is done, and I just jump into the shading, which I had a nice time with. Just a fun, simple sort of shade job.
There's some shading in Avatar, right?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, that's nice. Avatar is such a pleasant.
I hit the wrong key a few times and bring up that
Show.
stupid F4 menu on the Mac. And you'll see me also hit F6 a few times and bring
Wow.
up the color palette accidentally.
Love
I
that.
really start losing it as I'm going along here.
Yep, there we go.
There it was again.
Oh,
But
this
yeah,
friend.
I was having fun with it, and I think he looks like he matches the Avatar sort of universe pretty well.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. This looks great.
I really had wanted to get a more dynamic pose on this one, but like I said, some days you just can't.
Some days you just gotta go with what you can get,
Yeah.
and what you got is very good.
Yeah, some days you just got to do what you do.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
the
give 'em
tattoo's
that-
coming in,
Give him the arrow. Yeah.
which I got to work on. Got to sort of shape up there a little bit till it fits the head sort of the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, just paint that right on.
Yeah, and then coming down the
Oh,
arm
and
there.
then he's got the yep. Nice.
Yeah, and then I just do some background stuff, which again, you'll see me doing a bit of messing around with this. I wanted like the nimbus going behind him, and originally I wanted to do it so that the black lines on the cloud were like the green color they are in the show,
Yeah.
Mhm.
which I thought would look good, but then when I put in the blue gradient background, I actually hated the way it looked. So you'll see me go back in and take out the line completely.
Oh.
I decided to add this chunk shading in there to sort of differentiate
differentiate.
the bottom from the top, and then I
you
remove
take but
the
you still have the little
lines.
swirlies.
Yeah, I leave
in
the
there.
swirls, take out the lines,
Oh, that's real. I like that,
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Jacob.
because it
I
just made
like
it
that.
look nicer. And then
That did make it look nicer.
I got a little painty brush to do some of the sort of painter style clouds.
Mhm.
that
Oh, that's
show
what
up in
I.
these.
That's what I would have done if I
in these
had
kinda
more time.
shows.
I don't know the brushes well enough to.
I honestly just picked one of the real oils, Kyle's
Yeah.
real oils.
Yeah, they're
Then
good
I
for
fade
getting
the trail back there,
Yeah,
and that's it.
that's an Aang. That's Goku.
That's Gokang.
Gokang.
Angkun.
Hmm. Well, Jacob, you did a better job with the art than you did naming him, but it looks great.
Yeah, this is fun.
Thank you. That means it's Julia's time.
Yeah.
Hi. Are you guys ready to pivot?
Yes.
I'd love to pivot.
Because I hope you're ready for no lines.
Ooh.
Okay, that's
me.
bold.
I rely so heavily on doing lines and dark shading that I didn't want to do that this time. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. So I did kind of like, it's hard to explain, but it's kind of a mix between Magic the Gathering style and also the paintings that are hanging up in the Dishonored games, which is art by Piotr Jablonski.
Okay, so you went for something very specific that no one will know.
But everyone's
Yeah.
gonna love it.
But you're gonna know it when you see it.
For our YouTube show.
I'm sorry. You could call it Magic the Gathering style because it does have that vibe to it of like the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
darker cards and stuff.
Yeah, no.
So I went with that.
All right.
I'm very psyched to see it. I bet it's going to look dope.
Ugh,
Count
it's
us in.
something.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, you can see that I went with my big chunky green sketch lines.
Oh, yeah,
that I
your
do.
favorite.
Yeah, which is usually what I use when I'm trying to figure out just the composition.
And you've already got like, this is an adult body shape, an angry
Yes.
adult body shape.
Yeah.
He's wearing like Saiyan armor.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
Saiyan armor
Mhm,
going.
mhm.
So a bit of more of an aggressive
Yes.
look. Was that like splashing waves or something?
It's rocks.
Oh, he's creating
coming
a
up
crater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And coming
Oh,
up like
dope.
maybe he landed and then the rocks are kind of up and flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see this ugly.
This is a wretched combination of colors.
Yeah, it's bad to look at. So
That's how you get yourself to finish the drawing
yeah.
or
You're
painting
just like,
in
oh,
this case.
oh, God.
Get it off. Get it off the screen.
Get it away. Get it away. So I wanted in some magic cards they do this really cool job of getting just very geometric. And that's something that I wanted to do, as if they put like tape on the canvas, you know,
Right,
and
yeah.
then made shapes with that. And I wanted to keep some sort of painted texture sky. I wanted to keep, the textures in there, which is something I'm also super uncomfortable with doing.
Yeah. Here's where you paused for a while.
Here's where I paused apparently for an eternity.
Okay, then you came
yeah.
back.
Oh, I think I was trying to figure out colors.
And that's where I gave up.
I wanted
Yeah.
to see if we also would just stay quiet for that bit. Everybody's going to be like, did the video freeze?
Yeah, me too. I thought the video froze. I kind of forgot what was happening.
We all got silent as
Yeah.
the video stopped moving.
I was like, oh no, I've messed up the recording of my video.
Holy shit, Julia, this is so cool. You're
So-
doing. I would be terrified of a canvas that looked like this.
Yeah,
I
me
would
too.
not know what to do.
I was very uncomfortable. I can tell you that. And here's me trying to map out
So-
how to draw this.
Yeah, trying to actually get the...
Yeah, try to get this mood in, because I also had to make them a little bit more realistic.
Right.
Yeah.
And try to give him that magic feel. I had to tilt it because the chin was looking weird to
You
me.
got an elf
You
ear.
gave him elf ears.
I gave him a little
'Cause-
bit of a pointy ear because they're
he's
Saiyans.
He's a fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy Saiyan. Oh, that's kind of fun, like a fantasy-esque version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
know?
that.
I should probably fully disclose that I'm giving the people what they want.
So this
Yeah, because I've been thinking,
I didn't do a Goku.
this ain't a Goku.
this
I did a Vegeta.
this is my favorite Goku.
This is my favorite Goku Vegeta.
I knew that just everyone would tweet at me saying,
Yep, there he
do
is.
a Vegeta. So I did a Vegeta.
two Gokus and a Vegeta.
Well, hey.
Two and a half Gokus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gokus.
He's like half the size of Goku.
Yeah.
So I had a reference photo of an action figure of Vegeta, and then I changed the body positioning a little bit, and I obviously made him a little bit more realistic, more or less. And I had to sketch him out fully.
His widow's peak doesn't go like all the way down his forehead.
I was like, how far do I go with this? Where's realistic and where's just balding? Which would have been fine, but I didn't feel like doing that.
You did such good line work in your sketch. You're just covering it all up.
Yeah, I
That's-
mean,
you're doing a bunch of stuff that as an artist is stressing me out.
Yeah, it stresses me out too. It's
Just like-
definitely...
I know it's going to turn out good, but boy, oh boy.
yeah, you'll see me do a lot of push and pull, and I
Lord.
put the lines on top, and then I put them back under, and then I just get rid of them entirely at some point.
This is why Julia always has to show hers last.
Well, she's going to be doing something buck wild every time.
Yeah, I love this.
And like just given the time frame we have, I can't afford to try something like this.
Holy shit.
Well, you mentioned doing these episodes, and then I just go home and I think about how I'm gonna get it done and what the process will be, so that when I come in to actually do it, I have an attack plan, more or less.
But even with an attack plan,
You can say
my
once
plan
and
wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
it's the
I don't-
execution that is the issue.
What brushes are you using here?
This is, well, to block everything in, I used my favorite chisel shift brush, which just gives you that nice crisp, solid lines. And then for this, it's a push and pull with a lot of the oils. Oil Lush with the texture off is this, and then I just I marquee it. so that I can do one leg at a time because there's so much overlap, and I want to make sure that they stay distinct. Because then I'll go back in and I'll put some like rim lighting on it or some bounce light, try to make them stand out from each other.
Yeah.
I'm going with some darker.
'Cause these muscles are like popping so
This
much.
is-
I really wanted them to pop because in Magic the Gathering cards, man, they love to
Yeah, for sure.
make those come in and out. So yeah, so I started off with this base shadow, and then I go in with almost a black to try to just, really make everything shine. And
yeah.
something
Julia-
that I did with this is that I didn't do highlights.
How long did this take you?
Like an hour and a half.
Mine took longer.
Yeah, mine did too.
It took me longer to do mine. And it was something that is absolutely in my comfort zone.
It's really the only thing I had to figure out was how
Shut
to
up,
paint.
Julia.
I didn't have to worry about drawing or anything or in different styles. I just had to figure out a paint style.
That makes it harder.
I just had to put him in real anatomy.
This is so like
Yeah, just put them in real anatomy. Easy.
this is so good. This is so good. Like
Here we go.
I just don't I don't want to say anything. I just want to watch it. I don't
Yeah, this body's really like popping out now.
I was really proud about how his legs came out,
Yeah, the legs
They
sound
are
great.
awesome.
especially because I, again, did not want to put any highlights in, so it stayed in that darker mood,
Yeah.
you know?
You did a good job sticking to like the color palette that you're working with, kind of this grayer area.
I tried to really stick to, like, the left side of my color palette, because
Yeah.
I use that, bog standard color palette that you're given.
Bog standard.
Bog standard.
That's a phrase.
Yeah, the one where it's like white to black on the left, and then the saturation, the highly saturated, it's on the right.
Yeah, the one we all use.
Yeah.
The normal Photoshop one, right?
Yeah.
I thought you were about to give him his mustache from the brief period of Dragon Ball Z where he had a mustache.
No,
I was going to be like, wow, that's a bold move.
I should have done that, but I didn't know he had that.
Yeah, he had a mustache for a bit, and everyone made fun of him for it,
Amazing.
and he got rid of it.
I tried to add in some red tints to his skin,
Yeah.
so that he looks a little more
His nose, yeah.
alive. Here's me trying to rush in some of the hair because God, I
Yeah.
don't know how to figure out this hair.
Yeah, that looks great.
That looks really good is the thing. The thing about this, Julia, is it's really
God,
good.
The angles on the jagged like rocks you did, that's fucking wild to me. I've never figured out a good way to do that.
It's a polygonal lasso tool. I figured out is just a lot of fun to play with, and you can see that I tried to add some more in to see if I liked it because the whole thing felt a little incomplete to me. So I was adding some in, and I wound up taking a bunch out, and then
Oh, I like those.
this was me putting in some more rock texture.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, and then I thought maybe I wanted to make it a little green. And then I wind up just trashing that whole segment. I didn't want to do the green.
Yeah, I kind of like the look, the feel of it with this sort of grayscale-ish,
Yeah.
like gray day.
This almost
It's bleak.
it's like a Zack Snyder movie.
little
Yeah.
bit.
But
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
This-
cool.
I was also thinking about putting like a planet and a moon in the background, but I
The
didn't
composition.
like it,
Oh,
so I just
Oh.
got rid of it.
Goodbye.
I liked it. But
I liked it, but it was bringing too much attention over there. And this is me using the pen tool. I'm going to use it as my selection tool.
I don't even know what you're
Because the pen tool, because you can draw lines with the pen tool, and then you can go to make selection, so that when you're making it, you can adjust like the waypoints of it
Uh-huh.
while you're working on it. So I was trying to give him some like
You did
smoke that was coming up off that like rocky cliff.
you did so many more things in an hour and a half than Jacob and I did.
Yeah. I think just from a sheer number of things standpoint, we really look like assholes.
We don't look like assholes, but it's just, oh shit, what's going on here?
Smoke coming off of him. That was kind of what I was trying to go for. I can't remember if I wound up keeping this. I think I did.
It's almost got like a veins.
Yeah,
like a-
which is not what I wanted.
it's
in
growing.
particular, yeah. So I was unsure if I wanted to keep it. I think I wind up keeping it.
Yeah, it looks
It
great.
looks really cool.
Good. And yeah, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm darkening up the backgrounds a little bit, trying to give it some more colors, some reds, some purples,
This
trying to make it eerie.
composition, it's just like everything about it is leading the eye right into
Our beautiful Vegeta.
our Vegeta,
Right in the middle.
my favorite Goku.
And I think that's it. That's it for my Vegeta.
I love that this is an amazing painting of Vegeta labeled Goku.psd.
This is Goku, right?
That's perfect.
This is Goku.
Julia, this is so good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Oh, you
Just
could also see that my
rules.
Photoshop broke at some point. So if you look at the top, my Photoshop just started to break.
Yeah, what's going on up there? It's like coming apart at the seams.
That's what starts to happen sometimes. So halfway through this, it kind of started to get busted, but
Well,
it's all right. It didn't affect my workflow. So.
that's Goku's.
That's Goku's.
Oh man.
Wow.
All right.
I'm-
I gotta get to work.
I'm inspired. Yeah, like holy shit.
For the next one of these, I gotta find out a way to come out swinging.
Yeah,
Well,
Anyway,
that's Goku's.
that's Goku.
that's Goku's.
As they say in the business,
That is Goku's.
that is Goku's.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll definitely be doing more of these in the future.
Mhm.
We like to do them, just occasionally when we feel like it. It's
Yeah.
fun to do.
It's fun to do. It's fun to see what you guys come up with. I'm always very impressed.
Fun to do, fun to see. And we hope it is fun for you to see as well. If you have any other ideas for like characters we could do in different styles, let us know down in the comments below.
Also, ideas for styles because I'm running out of ideas.
We
Not
only know
ones that
3
we've
styles.
done already.
Yeah.
Also, you can catch us on Twitch over at twitch.tv.
Oh yeah.
And we do streams on Monday nights from 7 to 9 and Fridays from 2 to 5 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
And 3 to 5 is what I meant to say.
Yes.
And that's about it. Other than that, I'm just sorry.
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 Hey, thanks for watching that episode of Drawfee. If you like Drawfee and the stuff we make, the best way to support us is by signing up for Dropout. For around the cost of a jug of mouthwash a month, you get access to Drawfee episodes a week early, as well as a exclusive Dropout Discord where you can chat with me, and you get access to the Dropout exclusive shows like Cartoon Hell, I Made That Show, Actually, which I was on, and Rank Room, which I was also on. It's a good time. Start your free trial. Go to dropout.tv. Please. Please.